What's up, Warriors fans? It's your main man, Max, here with Warriors Latest. And after some of the stuff I heard, we got a lot to talk about when it comes to Dub Nation. Now, I know we've talked about a lot of rumors, potential suitors, say Kevin Durant coming to the Bay, John Collins, Larry Markkinen, potential deals with the Miami Heat and the Chicago Bulls for Jonathan Kuminga to sort of rebuild the roster to make it championship ready. However, we really haven't heard any official news outside of what Joe Lacob said regarding his relationship to Kuminga, saying, oh, we're great friends, but end of the day, it's business. And we've seen a lot of different rumors going around the league about other teams, say the Spurs, the Heat, the Rockets, and say the Bucks, as well as especially the Timberwolves. I mean, I saw the other day, it's like Anthony Edwards posted why he don't want me from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith being right there when Kevin Durant said no to a trade to Minnesota. And in all honesty, I don't blame him for not wanting to go to Minnesota. It's cold. And when you are in a place where it's about 82 and sunny the majority of the year, and you're going to a place where it snows the majority of the year, yeah, I wouldn't want to play there either. I mean, I heard stories from way back in the day where players used to play in their warm-ups because Minneapolis was so cold during the pregame. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play there either. But the idea is, at no official news, whether it be ESPN, FS Sports 1, is good news. Because that just means the Warriors are biding their time and letting the market make itself. And then when it's the time to do something, they will make a move. They're looking on how things play out, like how the Durant situation plays out, seeing if the Jazz are going to lower their offering prices for any of their pieces, whether that be Laurie or John Collins or anything else they may have, to get that good deal and get that done. Maybe they add in a few things to the pot to make the Warriors more interested. Now, in terms of the draft, they're looking at different ways that they can maneuver, but they're not going to get anything done until draft day or until July 1st when the new league year starts. And I think that's overall a good thing because you don't want them to jump the gun on an offer and then next thing you know, it just blows up in their face. And for great teams, that is what they do. They wait and then they attack. I mean, think about it. It is 2015. 9 years ago, this July 4th, we saw the craziest wait and see pounce deal in the history of the NBA. I still remember where I was when Durant decided to go to the Warriors. And I was so shocked because nobody thought it was going to be the Warriors. It was going to be Oklahoma City, the Knicks possibly, or the Celtics. And the Warriors just came out of nowhere and signed him, and now he won 2 championships in 3 tries with the Warriors before leaving to go to Brooklyn. So this is just how the Warriors operate. You don't expect them to do anything crazy, but when they do, it's big. And that really brings me to my next point, because I've been hearing a lot about, yes, more and more sign-in trades, but nothing really official. And when it comes to a sign-in trade, one of the ones I heard most recently was Jonathan Kuminga for the likes of DeMar DeRozan and other pieces. And let's be honest here. That does not work. First and foremost, because DeRozan is old, and second, because he doesn't really shoot the three the way the Warriors want to. Yes, he is a very seasoned vet, and that is something the Warriors love. He brings a winning attitude, a winning mentality, and a guy who just comes in early, leaves late, just to get the job done. That is perfect. But how does he fit the Warriors system? He really doesn't. He's another slasher who likes to attack the baskets to get his bucket, score in the mid-range, and occasionally score from the three, but not to the point that the Warriors like. If the Warriors are going to get better, yes, they need guys with those attitudes, but they don't need guys with those attitudes who can't shoot the three at the level that, say, Steph can, or Clay, or Kevin Durant, which is why I think they're still going to find ways to get Durant, bringing him back to the Bay, which is why I don't think that the Warriors are going to get swindled by the Kings. Yes, the Kings may want to throw sweeteners in there because they are in complete rebuilding mode after what happened last year. Let's bring it back to 2023. They gave the Warriors the business in 7 games in that first round series before the Dubs pulled out, and they looked like they were an up-and-coming team. Unfortunately, it was all downhill from there. And everything came crashing down when they traded De'Aaron Fox last year and then fired Mike Brown in the middle of the season. This is not an organization you want to do business with right now. They need to get their ducks in order before they even do anything remotely close to trading with the Warriors. However, since the Warriors are still biding their time, it's worth exploring the idea, okay, what pieces can they pick off, we could pick off from the Kings at a substandard price? Because, with bad management like that, you can get some good deals there. Hey, it doesn't look great to draw blood, but we're Warriors fans. We want them to win championships, and if that means drawing blood, so be it. But another interesting rumor I've been hearing has been the one of Ace Bailey. Now, this is a bit of a far-fetched rumor I heard a little while ago, but we both know that Ace Bailey is going through his Shadur Sanders moment. He is just canceling nonstop workouts, rubbing teams the wrong way, and that is not benefiting him at all in the long run. And what's crazy to me is there's a real possibility that he falls as bad as Shadur. And in the NBA, that is as bad as when DeAndre Jordan, who was supposed to be the number 4 overall pick, projected number 4 overall pick in 2008, he fell all the way to the second round. And if he falls that hard, or even falls to the late first round, it's worth the Warriors at least going after and trading up, finding a way to acquire him and bring him on board, because he has he's top 3 player potential. Let's be honest. When the mock drafts came out at the beginning of last season, it was Cooper Flagg number 1 and Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper number 2. And those were interchangeable with 2 and 3. And if you're getting a potential number 2 or 3 overall pick for the price of, say, the 20th pick, you have to attack, you have to go after it. Because I've said this before, this is a buy low type of player. The same thing happened to Emoni Bates because of his terrible season at Memphis and then his solid season over at Eastern Michigan. Same thing happened with Brandon Boston. One bad season at Kentucky led him falling from potentially top 3 to 51st overall. And yes, the Warriors have the 41st overall pick, and they can find ways to pounce on that. But guys like Bailey are the ones you really want to pounce on, because, like I said, in the second round, there are some good players there that can help the Warriors, but they're not at the even remotely close to the level that Bailey is. And again, if you have that opportunity, you have to go after it, because even moving forward, say, all right, Bailey's a good player, but you're still trying to win a title, and you say bring in a guy like John Collins. All right, you package a guy like John Collins who may or may not fit the system, and then package him with Bailey, and then boom, you have yourself a superstar, that fourth guy that really brings you to that next level. And next thing you know, Warriors win the title, and then may even go back to back before Steph calls it a career, and the Warriors do a complete reset with all that cap space they're going to have in the summer of 2027. And for me, as a Warriors fan, I'm okay with that. That's going to be great. Even though this is a far-fetched idea, the possibility of this happening grows by the day. Ace Bailey is just rejecting workouts left and right from teams and has said he has his clear pathway to become a superstar in this league. And I'm just shaking my head. This is just a one-way ticket of a a high pick falling to the second round or falling to the late first round, and a team picking him up and humbling him in no way that he could have imagined. Now, bottom line is that the Warriors are doing well by waiting and seeing, observing the market before making an official move. Yes, they can't make a big move in terms of a trade until after July 1st, but they can make smaller moves to make them better. I think during the draft, they can find ways to, say, move up in the draft by trading like Pods or, not Kuminga, but Moody, or find ways to, I guess, turn players into multiple contracts, say trading Buddy Hield for a player who can, or for multiple players who can really add to the team, or at least be tradable past July 1st to add on to a Kuminga deal. Say you want Kuminga to get that big contract, but he's only worth X amount on the sign and trade market for teams over the first apron. So I love this wait and see approach because it means you know what you're doing, you're not looking to get swindled, and you're looking to make a real meaningful impact of the team to the team while also putting yourself in a position to win in the long term. And as I said, my opinion is Warriors keep doing what you're doing, and for Warriors latest, I'm your main man Max, and as always, go Dubs.